What's up, pussies? I'm the Heavy Metal Dick, and this is Heavy Metal Homesteading, and today, let's see how this goes. Okay, here we've got our pork loin, and this is some brine that I've made. If you're interested in seeing how to make the brine, you can check out my cheap lunch meat turkey smoking series. I'll put a link to that in the description, and that's there. And then I've got one of these massive extra large Ziploc freezer bags. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this pork loin and leave all the fat and everything on it, because that fat will melt when we cook this and get all that goodness right into the meat. And then we're just going to go ahead and dump this whole jar of brine right into the bag. Okay, and we're going to close the bag almost all the way without spilling pork blood and brine everywhere. And then we're going to try to press out as much air as we can to give the most contact surface to the brine on the pork. Okay, so there we have it. Pork all nice and situated in the brine. Holy Jesus. And that's the bag breaking and spilling brine all over my fucking counter. There we have it. Pork in brine. We're going to put this in the fridge, leave it overnight, and then I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Okay, so we're out at the barbecue now. We've got the barbecue going at just under 300 degrees with some oak hardwood charcoal and a mix of applewood and mesquite chips. Smoking away there. I'm also smoking some ribs at the same time for dinner tonight. So I've taken the pork and I've taken it out of the brine, rinsed it with cold water, and then just patted it down with paper towel. We're just going to stick this up on the top rack. And then I've got a honey and apple cider glaze that I made. We'll have the recipe up for that on the Patreon page. And we're just going to brush this on the pork. And we're going to keep coming back every 45 minutes to an hour and just giving it another coat and letting it cook away. Alright, so we're going to let that go for a bit and then we'll come back to her. Okay, so this thing's been on here for about 3 hours now. Yeah, about that. Starting to run out of charcoal in the bottom. All the smoke chips are gone, so we're just gonna move the grill aside, put some more charcoal in there, stir things around, get some more smoke chips chooched up in there. Alright, now we give her a couple more hours. Cheeseless.
Is she all burnt or what? You done fuck up again?
No. The glaze will go a deep dark brown. You know, like Black Forest ham?
Yeah.
How it's like black on the outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like that when it's done, which it's pretty close. Alright, so we've cooked this thing up for about 4.5 hours now. She looks super good. We're going to take it inside, cool it down, and then we'll get into slicing it later when it's cooled. Okay, so here we are the next day. This is cooled in the fridge, and I had gone and removed the chain, which is the part here. It's just a bunch of fatty shit with a little bit of meat on it. And I'm just going to rip that apart and throw some barbecue sauce into it, call it pulled pork. So let's get into cutting this up. These really hard end chunks where the glaze is really caramelized, we're going to just chuck them in with the pulled pork. And as we get into it, you can see right around here we've got this nice pink smoke ring, and we've got the nice dark caramelization on that glaze. There's a bunch more pink right here from the smoke. Really, really nice. It got a little bit overcooked. It should be quite a bit more moist and juicy than this. But, you know, these things happen when you're having people over for dinner while you're trying to smoke some shit at the same time. Sometimes shit just gets fucked up, but all in all, It's going to be good. It's going to make some tasty sandwiches. And if you want to see some tasty sandwiches, head on over to my Patreon page. I'm going to do an exclusive Patreon video on how to make the ultimate ham sandwich with this here pork. I'm actually going to film it right now, but it's not going to be on YouTube. So check it out. There's a link in the description box to my Patreon page, also my Facebook and my Twitter. And you can head on over there and have a look at that stuff. And there we have it. Nice, cheap. This whole thing cost me, I think, $13. So when you consider that, you know, that much lunch meat right there is about $5 if you buy the pre-sliced packaged fucking bullshit lunch meat. Yeah, it just makes fucking sense to do it yourself. It's a better product. It's cheaper. It's more tastier. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Fuck you.